Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Tensura Advent of Magic. This is getting very loud, by the way. So, last time, you're a really good training partner, but you're kind of making the intro difficult, so maybe I have to kill you at this point, or... Hold on, I'm just gonna do this for a moment. I'm using our demon friend here as a training partner to train up Pride, but I'll go over that in a moment. Anyways, last time, we only have a few more opponents left to fight. So, before we did our True Hero Evolution, we attempted to take on Carrion, who, we can beat him. We could beat him without True Hero Evolution, but I was messing around a little bit and ended up accidentally awakening in the middle of the fight. I was trying to get him to do the Light Beam attack because I thought the light beam attack would help train light resistance, and somewhere we got a few training points for light attack resistance, but apparently it wasn't Carrion, because then he stopped giving it. I don't know. It felt weird. Like, for whatever reason, his light beam attack just ignores all the resistances and nullifications and just insta-kills us, even with ultra speed regeneration, multi-barrier, all that goodies. He can just, like, one-shot us until we got infinite regeneration from Awakening. And even then, if he hits us with the light beam, it takes, like, 40% magic kills outright. But anyways, we fought Carrion, I think, 6 times last time. Yeah, we can beat him, no problem at this point. And now that we are awakened, the last 2 opponents are Hinata and Luminous, who I don't know how well we're going to handle them. I feel strong enough to just take on Hinata outright, but then again, it's Hinata, she has Mathematician, and she can still hit like a truck, so still scary. And Luminous, I don't really know how that's going to happen. What I think we're going to have to do is we're just going to have to stack every single unique skill we can possibly get. We have chosen one, which means we can go ahead and get all the unique skills from our subordinates. We have Pride, so we can copy Lust abilities from her, which is part of why I'm training up Pride right now. Because I want to be able to make sure we can just take copy whatever we want. Because when it's mastered, it can copy effects, not just attacks. Which I've been doing by just going in here and disabling some things. Like, you can only copy skills that you do not actually have. Like, I don't have Water Jail learned, which means that I can copy Water Jail, but I can't copy something like Tornado Blade or a Thunder Orb. So basically, I go in here, I remove, like, Icebreaker or Water Jail, and the demon hits me with it, like right there, and even when it fails, I get a minimum amount of training points for Pride. Like, it's not super fast, but it's more reliable, and I'm spending less EP along the way, because magic doesn't have a cost. Like, if I copied, say, Lust abilities from Luminous, I would end up paying an amount of EP for whatever I copied. But since the magic doesn't take max EP to learn, yep, it doesn't cost anything, really. So, I just go in here, I get full training points when it actually copies, and partial training points when it fails, as long as I just make sure that I have Icebreaker and Water Prison unlearned at all. So, I think I'm just gonna stay here. In like 10-15 minutes I walked away. I managed to get like 20% mastery. So, getting the full shouldn't be too hard, especially since that also was me. I wasn't here to remove the things, so I wasn't actually getting like full training points at all, because it couldn't recopy it, of course. So, I'm just gonna hang out here for a little bit longer. Oh yes, also, I got a Tempest Starwolf to spawn naturally. I was just running around copying some things. I kind of did the check ability, which don't do that for Pride. There's no useful information in here at all. It's just a wall of text. But I did use the corrosion we copied to go get a couple more transforms. Like, I ate an aqua frog. Pig? What? I ate a couple other things. I have like voice cannon from eating a blade tiger, a couple other odds and ends goodies, but nothing like super exciting. Mostly, my work in between episodes has been remaking armor that broke last time, and just gathering some training points. I'm gonna hang out here for a couple more minutes. I really want this thing to just reliably use Icebreaker and Water Prison, but it just keeps cycling through to everything else first. So hopefully it won't be too long. Okay, this is like an interesting note. It succeeded at stealing Icebreaker 3 times and failed at it 5 times, and that was equivalent to 2 training points. So I think every time I learn anything, due to the way it works, I'm probably getting minimum points. So it seems like it's 4 copy attempts per experience point is what it seems like. Which does make Water Prison really good, because it attempts to copy it like 5 or 6 times, although he has just refused to cast it anymore, basically. But, yeah, assuming he just uses the right skills, like, if he only used Icebreaker, it would probably only take like 5 minutes, but obviously he's not doing that. There we go. It helps that it basically... It helps that every single time an Archdemon casts Water Prison, they tend to cast it like 5 times in a row. And every single time... Interesting, I apparently can't really hurt you. Come on. That's what I get for not actually... Interesting. So it's making a sound like it's breaking through a barrier, but it doesn't actually like cancel Water Jail or anything. But anyways, we now have... Give me the Daemon Essence wherever it went. Not that I really need it at this point. We now have... Are you going to give me poison? I don't think... I have corrosion. I don't think I have poison. Come on. Is it... Are you actually going to attack me? And anyways, we now have Pride copied. I don't really care about poison. I don't know why I want it, but I don't want to copy it through Pride anyways. Hold on, where is my corrosion, though? I guess I must actually have poison. Either that or is they... Oh, yeah, here it is. I was looking here at corrosion, expecting them to be together, but nope. I should probably train that up in the same way, just to have it on. Anyways, yes, with that now all trained up, we should now be able to copy anything that Luminous can throw at us, which should be fairly good. I'm just gonna train up poison real quick, just so I can toggle it on and have like that extra little effect going. I'm actually kind of out of time for recording. It took a little bit longer than I was hoping for to train that up, but I think I basically have the full set already going. When Hinata summons all of her summons, I'm gonna try and eat them with corrosion, see if I can't get any goodies out of them. I either have to eat her, I'm either going to eat her things with corrosion, or I'm going to summon my own greater spirits and just have her kill them, because like, she 100% could. I mean, either way would work. I think eating them with corrosion to steal them might be better. How does it work? Chosen One gives you all the skills. Does that give you EP from subordinates to die? Or is that just Spearhead? Or am I just going to go and try and get Spearhead real quick? Don't know. There's a couple of ways I could do this. Like, I'm definitely going to need all of everything I can get. So, yeah. Let me train up this. I'm kind of out of time for today. I'm gonna, like, plan through some of the things I have done, I'm planning on doing. But, like, I'm gonna end up recording the rest of this tonight, and it's gonna be either going straight into the Hinata fight, or it's prepping for the Luminous fight first before we do so. Because I guess I could use Hinata as part of the prep as well. I don't know. Anyways, I'll see you when I record the rest of this tonight. Okay, I'm back. I basically just spent enough time to make sure that the armor reached 250, so that these two both got an extra engraving. Elemental resistance and elemental boost are both pretty good to have. Anyways, I now have reinforced barrier. I just spent some time training up both barriers to get this. I started using Water Jail. I figured it's fairly easy to master real quick, and I might as well actually test it in a fight. I haven't done that yet. Just with like doing it like 4 times, I think, it's already 12% mastered. Not quite as much as I thought it was, but still not too bad. There was something else I trained up too, but now I have forgotten what it is. Thunder Rain is trained up, and I mastered Multi-Layer Barrier. Multi-Layer Barrier doesn't actually do anything when it's mastered, so that's not very important, but Thunder Rain is a pretty good magic. And I think that's more or less the main gist of it. It's interesting that Fireball never actually gets affected by chant nullification. Like, it still takes the full 9 to launch it. But also, this is one of the only things that counts 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. Almost everything else ends up counting by 2s for some reason. But anyways, for some reason, my Magic regen is getting, like, really weak. Or I guess my max Magic is up over 2 million at this point. And, like, it never scales. It's like a flat number, regardless of what your maximum is. Which, speaking of which, let's just grab Degenerate. I'm gonna give myself as much EP as I can real quick. So there's Synthesis. And each of these is like is 200k, right? Yes, it is. Is it split across the two? No, it is pure Magicules. Okay. So that's a big old boost. Let's just head on home to the Hippocrate Garden real quick. This one? Yes, I got it right. Anyways. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's nighttime. I had some comments I had wanted to answer before recording this. Whoops. Sorry, I guess I'll deal with those afterwards. Anyways, what are we going to get done first? We tried possessing a spirit, but what I didn't realize is that apparently when a human who is possessing a physical body dies, a player rather, who is possessing a body dies, apparently the body ends up dropping. So I am really curious if the same is true for a mob. Someone else had this idea too, or someone else brought it up and I was curious. So I'm sorry about this, War Gnome. All of our other spirits already have names. War Gnome was slain. I got an elemental core. I got elemental shards. I did not get the adamantine body. Or it wasn't adamantine, it was a green one. Which one was it? Orichalcum. So, no, you cannot just steal a body like that. That's a little bit sad, but I guess it makes sense. Do you want to do a Summon Otherworlder real quick? You know what? I want to get a hold of, Spearhead. Like, we're gonna need it. I have a Fulgen Spawn Egg on me, but that's not quite legitimate. If I can do it, like, legitimately, that would be cool. So, let's take Summon Otherworlder. Let's just learn this up real quick. Let's just put it on... Oh yeah, I have to learn it first. So hold on. Put it in a bar real quick. Summon Otherworlder. Let's just see. I haven't managed to get a legitimate I haven't managed to summon a Fulgen with Summon Otherworlder. What I could technically do is just use Chosen One, run these all around, and get them killed. But getting Spearhead's going to be easier. So... I just want to do this. I think I just want to do this. Summon Otherworlder. Just going to edit ability. Edit ability mastery. Edit ability. Mode learning mastery. Tensura summon Otherworlder. I'm just gonna do this. It's just easier. And the mastery effect just makes it go faster. So let's go ahead and put this in the book, because if it's in the book, I can also... I was going to say if it's in the book, I can use that 1.3 million for it, but I already have over 3 million, and then the book's going to need to recharge. So you know what? Let's just do it like this. So... I don't know if I've done this with the mastered version, but I just need to wait like the 35-second ticks or whatever. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so who's it going to be? I'm hoping for Mulligan, Shinji, you're just healer. Dang it. Of course, I'm doing one of these, so I get the, I get the other worlder with the skill I already have. I was expecting a Mai, which would have actually been the same case. Anyways, I have chosen one, so I guess what I can do is just grab you. I don't actually need you. So I need a Shin, I need Kirara, not that I really care about Bewilder too much. I need Marco Lauren. I don't think they have any other skills I'd be after. I think these three just have their unique skills. How am I gonna get them away? I guess what I can do is I have one breathing support thing here and another one on with the magic mask. So I guess what I could do is just put one on each of on two out of the three, and then just bring the other one manually. Um, is there any other? I'm feeling pretty scatterbrained right now. What else? What else? What other skills do I want to get? I don't really think I'm in too much need for like Hinata combat. I think I could go fight her right now and be pretty much fine. I'm really just thinking about the future when it's time to fight Luminous. And actually, Observer might be the best skill out of the three here. Simply because, dang it, I need to put them on passive. Yeah, Observer has a 10% dodge chance, which means it might legitimately just be most, the most important one in a fight right now. Let's see, if I just put them... that's going to attack me, not them. And the slime pit's empty now. Because I put an Otherworlder at Orc Lord. Words are hard right now. Is there anything around that can just, like, instantly take them out? I'm looking for another armor source. I'm looking for something. I guess I can take them to the tiny little Desert of Death, and if, like, a Night Spider or something spawns, should take care of them no problem. I do feel bad about this. I always feel so evil. I'm supposed to be a true hero, but I'm specifically trying to get my subordinates killed right now so I can steal their abilities. It's so weird. But come on. The Desert of Death is right over there. Hopefully it should be that simple. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to carry them a pretty long distance, like by hand. Wait, what am I doing? Okay. I just need possession. What? I'm doing this whole thing running about thinking, how can I get these three killed? Forgetting that I had already found a way to kill a subordinate and steal their skills permanently. Bewilder has been acquired. 443. Okay. Yeah, that ended up taking Magicules, of course, but not actually that much. You're that. This is my main body. This is the one I care about. So anyways, I now have Bewilder. I now have Observer is already on. Pride's there. Oh yeah, Observer has Danger Sense built in, doesn't it? That could be rough. I really don't like Danger Sense. But Thrower... I don't remember Thrower being incredibly good. Observer's just like long distance. Bewilder is just like a mass area of effect, just getting things to stop fighting you. I don't remember exactly how any of these skills work. Actually, I think having the exact numbers is going to be pretty important. So let me go pull those up real quick. Okay, so I don't actually think any of these three are going to be incredibly helpful against Luminous, but they might come in some amount of help. So who knows? Anyways, Thrower is actually boosted by Gravity Domination, so I started learning that. Basically, you just have to spam click a Gravity Manipulation on and off a bunch of times. Anyway, so there's that. Otherwise, it'll, like, throw whatever in your hand and do, like, damage equal to whatever it would do. But until it's mastered... Well, I guess I can pick it up, but that's pretty scary. Let's see. Let's actually be a bit more careful about this one. I mean, it does decent damage. If I had it mastered, I could use my sword and it would end up like coming. Oh, that would. Oh yeah, black flame on the sword. I assume that's why it ended up like cutting through like that, since I have like black flame permanently on. Oh yeah, that's definitely the case. Okay, so I need to be kind of careful with that until it's mastered. So there's that, and in the meantime, I can just do, like, the air bullet punch to do this instead to master it, and should get it no problem. That might come in handy, especially if there's especially if it might maybe nullify against, it might ignore some nullifications because of other stuff. Anyways, so there's Thrower. Bewilder just sort of auto-tames a bunch of stuff around you, and anything that you auto-tame with it, you can eventually just auto-kill a bunch of stuff at once. That's not incredibly useful for, like, boss fights. Anyways, the final one, Observer, it actually is a cool mode I didn't know about, but not incredibly useful here. Like, Observer's a 20% chance to dodge physical attacks, and a 100% chance to dodge things like spears and kunais. So, it's cool. Oh yeah, it just dawned on me that the air bullet actually applies Black Flame, so actually pretty decent. It's also doing that nondescript damage type. I really don't know what that is, because that's not magic damage. It's something. Maybe it's poison? I don't think so. I think poison would be a different color. Anyways, I'm going to master thrower real quick. But yeah, Observer, 100% chance to dodge like kunais and spears and whatnot, 20% chance to auto-dodge physical combat. But apparently when it's mastered, it lets you see things like ancient debris and magic ore, so that's something really important to get early on if you're going mining. So I think that means actually finding a Shinryusei and getting a skill like Possession super early on, or some sort of Predator skill, is even more important than I realized. I've had them for a while, I should have grabbed one earlier. But anyways, Thrower, might as well master it real quick. And then I don't think there's much else I can do for prep stuff other than making sure we're fully stocked up on MP. Mai doesn't have any other skills to steal. We already stole yours, the only thing we didn't get is like Spearhead. Shinji Berserker. Berserker's really good. I want it, but I haven't seen one. I think I've only seen one the entire series. What other worlder am I forgetting? There's one more other than that, right? Besides Kiyoya for, yeah, I've only seen one Kiyoya. I ended up killing it to get to the spatial schematic. What other ones am I missing? I know there's one. Fulgen, Kirara, Kiyoya, Mai, Mark, Shinji. Yeah, he just has healer. I guess it is just Shogo then, is the only one I would actually be interested in getting. And that's definitely easier said than done. So I guess if while I'm training up, how close am I to being able to use this again? Summon Otherworlder, replace Magic Aura for just a moment. Like 6.5 minutes? Depends on how long it takes me to master Thrower, I guess. Okay, so that didn't actually take long to master. The damage went up to 101 just with the air bullet. That's pretty nice. And something of note, that 101 isn't going up, but it is counting towards the rage thing. Like, that's doing over 16,000 damage. Huh. Oh, this might be really good. That has, like... What's the range on this? One... Is it range as long as I can see you? It's range as long as I can see you. Which means that I don't even need to be up in her face in order to use it. Okay, it does have max range. 20 blocks? What is the range on this one? That's probably 20 blocks. Let's see, 15, 19. Yeah, 20 block range. Anything in that range, I can just start hitting it still. And every single click is also counting for Rage Glove. So you know what? Thrower, I wasn't sure it was going to be super useful here. But basically just as a way to make sure our damage boost doesn't go away from our artifact. So you know what? That should work. It did not, in fact, take me over 6 minutes. It only took me like 2. So we're not getting that just yet. There's Gravity Domination mastered. I don't know if mastering... You know what? I'm assuming mastering you will do the same thing. Wait, there's no I'm gonna do it. I think Thrower is probably our only gravity-based attack, so I'm not sure if it's gonna help much. Oh yeah, that's definitely considered gravity damage. Cool. So I should master this real quick, just in case Hinata... Oh yeah, Hinata and Luminous almost surely have gravity nullification. So 1 second, let me do this real quick, and it should master in like another minute or two. Okay, gravity domination is mastered. Again, did not take long enough. I guess I'm only a minute away. I should just wait to see if I can get Shogo before we go do something else. But first, what is our damage like on that? 3,000. That is only like 2 Rage Glove boost too. So like that's more or less just like the flat damage. We should... that's going to be going into gravity resistance. You know what? That's not half of our health. Resistance nullifies anything less than half. Oh, that's still not going to be enough. Like... I guess I had more rage boost on that than I thought I did. So... Interesting. I guess I was like shift clicking when I launched that one and that broke it open. Anyways, I did get a few more arcane potions. So, are we as prepared as we're going to get? Other than Shogo, which we're going to see if we can get that in like 30 seconds. I think we're as maxed out here. Unless I start cheating to give myself some of the like really strong unique skills, I doubt there is anything else I can get right now that is going to close the gap with Luminous. It's beating Hinata, and then it's trying and just probably failing. And you know what? The next series is going to be the Subordinate run, where I don't know entirely all the rules yet. I do know I'm probably going to take a break for a couple of days while I set it up and finish for some rules. You know, I'm probably going to let the actual the final episode for this, I'm going to let play, or I'm going to let air. And then I'm going to wait a couple of days as I'm like formulating final rules and all that stuff. But basically, trying to beat the entire game using just subordinates, just allowing myself like support skills, but not really letting myself do much else besides that combat-wise. How on earth am I going to let my... how on earth am I going to get subordinates to beat Luminous when I can't do it with every single unique skill that you can possibly get right now? Like, the only thing I don't have is, like... I don't have Mathematician, I don't have Usurper. I'm going to be able to copy some amount of Lust abilities. I can't get Royal Beast. Yeah, I have no idea how this is going to actually happen in like a subordinates only run. But you know what? I'm gonna give it an honest try, I guess. Anyways, let me just finish this off and see if we get Shogo. It was another Shinji. You can just, like, stay here for now. Dang it, I was hoping. I wasn't really expecting it, though. Anyways, I need to get up the full Magicules real quick. Either I just cheat or I do the whole pop between beds things. I should probably clear these out because they're starting to get a little bit of lag, and I'm sure this doesn't help. Getting starved won't really help. Oh, you know what? Let's release Ranga here. There you go, buddy. This one was naturally spawned. Of course, after I did Hero Evolution, and Hero Evolution doesn't even get you the evolution of it anyways. Oh, I forgot I actually had another Kiyoya in here. Would Severer help? I don't actually know. But you know what? We're gonna give it a try. So, might as well grab your skill too. Just replace this. Possession. And I guess I should... Yep, there we go. All-Seeing Eye and Severer have both been acquired. No, 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 no. I keep forgetting about this thing. Thankfully, it didn't actually attack any subordinates this time, or if it did, it wasn't enough. Oh, it's a beast gnome. Hello there. I already ended up eating one of you, right? I don't think there's anything else I can corrosion out of you, but might as well try it real quick. And, yep, there we go. Anyways, there's that. Explosion trap. Yeah, let me double check how Severer works. I believe it's just give us the Severer Blade. Dummy Sword, Blade Storm. Yep, Unhealable Wound. You get the Spatial Blade. Blade mode, right-click to shoot out blades. Hilt mode, right-click to replenish. Yep, you basically just have infinite Spatial Blades. It does Severance 5. Dummy Sword, Blade Storm. And Severance. Oh, hold on, I was doing the wrong thing. Yeah, basically you charge it up and you launch like a bunch of swords at once. How much MP did that just cost? Here they are. Hold on. That's not a lot of damage. Even with all my other buffs, that's not a lot of damage. What's this thing's attack damage? Only 13? I mean, it's going up to like 350. Like, okay, it could be worse. Severance Blade, all of my things. Oh, it looks like that's a damage buff, plus just applying a bunch of Severance on top. You know what? Sever is probably not that important. But you know what? It's something. It's another ranged thing. If I put on Traveler... Hold on, where is it? You know what? I don't need Healer anymore. Healer's kind of fallen to the wayside. So Traveler replaces this. That's not what I wanted to replace. I kind of want to try Roaring Lion Punch. I don't imagine it's going to be, like, super useful at any case. But you know what? It's there. Traveler. Spatial Manipulation. Does this work? Okay, no. The Spatial Blade is not affected by Traveler's thing. Okay, good to know. Anyways, there's that. I guess we'll still attempt using it. Yeah, I think that's probably like the final buff we were gonna get for right now. I might end up spawning in a Shogo just to like get Berserker as well if we can't beat Luminous normally. But at this point, let's go fight Hinata. And then I guess that'll probably be the end of this episode, and tomorrow we'll be trying to beat her. So let's head on over to somewheres where I don't really care if it gets destroyed too much. Not the training Hinata, she already exists there. Although I guess I should probably take her out. Ancient Forest, there's a Luminous over that way. Nope, I'm actually heading the wrong direction. Luminous is off in that direction. I almost flew right into her. So, yeah, I think it's just going to be the Savannah. I'm going to get a little bit farther away from Luminous just to make sure. And I think I'm just going to cheat to max out MP and stuff real quick. But give me one moment. Okay, think we're good to go. Severance is on, Magic Heal Code is on, Aura Shield is there, Oriole Blade... Black Flame is on. I still haven't learned that mode, though. That's a little bit sad. Magic Flame Transform is very limited timing, so I have to be careful. That's all good. That's good. Strength is on. Thrower is ready to go on. Pride just has Water Jail there. I'm going to try and copy some stuff off of her. I've limited time. Let's do this, shall we? I need to be in cheat mode to grab out the Spawn Egg. That's how this works. Let's go. So she's going to instantly start trying to punch me. I am going to use Corrosion to try and eat her spirits here. And her spirits literally can't hurt me, so that's good. Space Transform and Wind Transform. Water Transform I already have. And... There falls the spirits. Okay, time for the actual fight to begin. So, Stardust Arrow. How much damage does this do to you? None. You're apparently immune to... It's apparently just not doing enough, and I think you're immune to fire damage, or spatial damage. Unless it's, like, specific times. That seemed to do decent damage. Okay. So, I'm definitely not feeling too scared here. Are you feeling okay, Hinata? Are you just deciding not to come at me for some reason, or... Yeah, I'm not too scared right now. And I'll just fly away, because this is unaffected by her magic stuff. I have Aura Shield if I want to try it against some magic, but she's just not using it. Although I assume this thing probably isn't going to tank a Melt Slash. That feels like that's probably just not going to be the case. Aerial Blade did fairly decently there. Yep, she has Darkness Attack, and we don't have anything to bypass that. Although Law Manipulation should bypass that. That's weird that that didn't work. Darkness Cannon. Yep, that's working. Yeah, I am not scared of her at all. Yeah, until she uses, like, Holy or Light Magic of some kind, she legitimately can't hurt us. Even, like, Spatial Blade, where blurs are hard. What did I just throw there? Oh, it was... Okay, I threw the Severer Blade. Interesting. I wasn't expecting that to be fully nullified, but okay, I guess Thrower's useless here. What about just, like, the Thrower... if this isn't bypassing stuff, so I guess that's not going to work on Luminous either. We've lost some magic heals, but that's probably just from messing around. I'm just trying to see if something works on Hinata. Oh yeah, that magic is not mastered, so that's not going to work. Interesting. Did this run out? Maybe. It looks like it might have. Okay, so let's try Roaring Lion Punch again. Oh, there we go. Hold on, does that mean I can use Thrower now as well? Oh, okay, so she's in this mode now. That's not working at all. And, yeah. Unless she uses something really big here in a moment, I am not scared. Oh, that was... Yep, that was a Melt Slash. Interesting. Melt Slash actually has a magic circle now, so that's cool. I never got to see that in the first playthrough we did. Or the first run-through, I guess. That's holy damage, right? So gravity's there. Yes, it is. I still have no idea. Like, I'm still very confused why we didn't actually get training points from fighting Carrion. Everything is still looking good here. Yep, that's all looking good. Okay, so let's do that again. Let me fly, please. There we go. I didn't think I was set up to fly. I just closed out the game. Let's head back to Hippocte Garden real quick. That was the wrong one, but you know what? It's fine. Let's... Now, I was going to say let's go spawn a new one just to, like, avoid having too many build up. But I should actually make sure we clear them out before it gets too bad. Is she... For a second, I thought she was instantly trying for a disintegration, which she might have been. Your spatial moves are blocked. I managed to cast one swipe, but I can't cast another one. Flamestorm is doing okay damage here. Yep, Flamestorm. And... Yep. Yep, the Great Saint of the West. If I take her seriously... oh yeah, there's the Spatial Blade schematic. I forgot I would have gotten that. That's not the Dead End Rainbow I just got. Is there one in here? Oh, nope, it dropped here. And that is Dead End Rainbow, Intangibility, cool. So, like, I can definitely just take on Hinata. A full blocking of all spatial magic? That's actually really sad. I forgot she had spatial blockade. That kind of just makes all spatial magic pointless, because it's like the strongest magic by far. You just can't use it against anyone, except for like other players, so it's sad. Anyways, I should probably rematch her from full, just to like say I actually managed to beat her without taking a death. At this point, I should probably just like remove swipe from the book. But set that to rain. That actually did some decent damage. Condensed Firestorm. The odds of me actually hitting that probably aren't great, but I assume that does more damage. You know what? Time for rematch. Round 2, Hinata. Everyone but Ifrit just instantly ceased existing. Oh, I guess it missed Sylphide and Undyne then. There we go. So... 3 shots. I just want to see. 2, 3. I can just, like, spam this on repeat. Yep. Yep, that's about what I was expecting to see on that one. Hey, look, that's a pretty good-looking Moonlight. Magic Weapon. I mean, there are things I would have preferred on the extra thing besides Magic Weapon, but you know what, that's decent, at least. But yeah. Yeah, Hinata, once you're a true hero, not actually scary. Like, she does extra damage against true demon lords, but as long as you have some way to nullify her nullifications, Like even just like turning them down to resistances, there's some really strong magics. Law manipulation is just like overpowered, just completely ignoring everything there. Yeah. Yeah, she's definitely a whole lot scarier, like when you first encounter her, than after you've gotten used to how she fights and like figuring some stuff out. But anyways, fighting Luminous, I just don't see a good way to do it. Like, hmm. Yeah, even with Berserker, if I manage to get a shell go, I'll get Berserker, which is a damage boost, and I'll get, uh, yeah, I'll get Berserker and I'll get Survivor. Survivor's not actually that important. It's just Ultra Speed Regeneration, I believe, at like half cost. So it would save some magic heals, but not actually that much in the grand scheme of things. Um, let's see. The Rage Glove. Actually, it might actually come down to Rage Glove. Like, the whole thing with this is I only need to land, like, some hits, and they just need to bypass 2 degrees so that they count as training for Rage Glove. So, if I can land enough and just keep on landing them, eventually my damage will reach, like, 30,000 if I manage to hit enough. So, I'll be able to bypass most of her defenses outright, and maybe... Funnily enough, if it got to that point, her healing is so good, it might eventually just one-shot her, which would be pretty funny. But anyways, that's probably a pretty good place to end things off. I guess there's one test someone asked me to do. I don't really expect this to work all that much, but you know what? I might as well test it anyways. Yes, 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 you can go I'm quite alright with having you around. For this test, I'm going to need to give myself Demon Marionette and just like master it real quick. Is it Daemon or Demon? It is Demon, okay. So, Demon Marionette, there's that. Edit, ability, mastery. I mean, that works. I don't have the skill. So, edit, ability, grants. I give myself Demon Marionette and master it real quick. And for this, I am going to need the help of the Elemental Colossus. Someone asked, like, it has enough EP that maybe you might be able to do it. I suspect that it's just a thing where, like, unless otherwise stated, a boss will not work with it. So, Elemental Colossus is skeleton. Elemental Colossus, here it is. Demon Marionette ability activation failed. Yeah, EP-wise, I definitely outclass it. HP and spiritual HP. Wait, what managed to do 5 spatial damage to me? That's actually kind of funny. Anyways, let's just make sure this thing is, like, half. Ability activation failed. Yes. Yeah, it just doesn't work. Like, this skill very specifically doesn't work on most bosses. It only specifically works on supermassive slimes and orc disasters. Slash orc lords, I guess. Like anything like a Shizu, any other boss like Gazelles, whatever, so on and so forth. It just doesn't work with them. But anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank you all one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members, Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Starfilled Void, O'Mello, It Me Sammy Lawrence, Logan Anderson, Shadow25, and Keith Sitzlar. Thank you all so much for the extra support. For real now, take care, everybody.